Do you want to say the name?
Screw you.
Herb Jones.
I think the way I say it is cool as shit, by the way. So
I don't disagree that it's cool. It might not be his name, but I think it's cool.
It's just wrong. It may be cool, but it's wrong.
Herb Jones, 11 points per game, 3.6 rebounds, 2.6 assists per game. Those numbers on their face, not, enormous numbers, right? Herb Jones is also Herb Jones might actually be the best wing defender in the NBA at this point. If he's not, he's certainly on a short list with Jaden McDaniels, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, etc. Right? Finished first team all defense last season, was fifth in the defensive player of the year voting. He is on a 3-year, $42 million contract with the New Orleans Pelicans. But more importantly, the big leap that Herb Jones took last season, and we'll see where it goes from here, made 42% of his threes at a 3.6 attempt per game clip, made 87% of his free throws last season. He took a massive jump as a shooter. If he's that guy, he's the best 3-and-D player probably in basketball, right? Like 3-and-D role player. I mean, I might listen to Mikal just because of the ball skills that Mikal has comparatively to Herb, but I think Herb is a better defender at this point than what Mikal has been. Certainly the last 2 years in Brooklyn, where Mikal was, not as impactful, let's go with, defensively. But, like other names, like it's hard to even come up with other names where Herb is genuinely probably the best wing defender in the league right now. And the fact that he can shoot it at that clip is a substantial benefit for him and for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Yeah, and I think when you look at the contract, right? I mean, it's just the numbers and the years, but you hit it right on with the 3-point percentage. That didn't carry over into the playoffs in the 4 games, 33%, but he shot 6 a game and he shot really good from the free throw line in those games as well. But you talk about real two-way potential. That's all he's got to do. All he has to do is hit corner threes on the offensive end, really. And that's awesome. And for the record, he shot 48% on corner threes in the regular season. 48%. And those are over 50% of his attempts. So he's taking the right shots. He, understands the relocation. He's getting better with that. And then you talked about all the defense. And with Herb Jones, it goes beyond even the box score, steals and blocks and all of those things. You may look at that, 2.2 stocks. No, he does the non-flashy stuff where you just watch who he's guarding and that person never gets loose. And he, makes a hustle play and just contests a shot that doesn't actually end up as a block. And so it's all of those things that he does that go beyond the box score that are impressive.
He just stops guys from getting the ball a lot of the time, completely denies guys from getting the ball with his length and with his tenacity. Really just has that slithery frame that kind of allows him to get over the top of on-ball screens, to fight through off-ball screens and stay connected. His recovery length is unbelievable. When I watch him, I feel like it is impossible to get an uncontested look against him because that 7'1" wingspan and because of his motor. I mean, he is just fantastic at all of that. When I watch Herb Jones, I'm just blown away on the defensive end every time. Can take on tough matchups, obviously, on the ball. A very good help defender as well, as you mentioned with the stocks. Very disruptive constantly. His hands, I feel like his hands are just constantly kind of in your face a little bit. And he's constantly just trying to annoy you and frustrate you, disrupting your vision, but also has the other hand on the ball at the same time. And he's disrupting your handle as well. His ability to do multiple things simultaneously on defense. He's a special defender, man.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah. So, very, very much had a case for the best wing defender in the NBA last year, and he made 42% of his threes in 3 years, $42 million. This is the same deal that Austin Reeves is on, but he doesn't have the player option. He's locked in there at 3 years, $42 million. So that's why he slides ahead of Reeves, even though I personally probably rather have Reeves if you were making me pick like agnostically between the two players. Herb Jones is, yeah, he's the real deal. Absolutely the real deal.